early college program. Early college initiatives are designed to allow high school students to begin completing a challenging interdisciplinary college program while concurrently completing high school graduation requirements. The purpose of this presentation is to provide an overview of the Wichita Public Schools early college program, which will be implemented during the 1919-20 school year. This item provides an opportunity for the board's information and discussion.
Thank you and welcome. Thank you. And we welcome our representative from Friends as well. Thank you very much for being here. And you brought some people with you, I see. So thank you.
President Logan, Superintendent Thompson, and board members. We are excited to present the Early College Academy, and we're happy that Dr. Carey, President of Friends University, and some of her cabinet members are here tonight for our presentation. We have our vision that we will be the district of choice, and as we look at our program, here's another opportunity where we can really distinguish ourselves among other districts, that we would be that district of choice in our region where all students and staff are empowered to dream, believe, and achieve. Our mission statement, that we want all students to achieve college, career, and life readiness through an innovative and rigorous educational experience. Some of the background is this is a program that's intentionally designed to promote access and opportunities for students to obtain college degree. And Friends University desires to promote college and degree attainment to a diverse student population, as well as serving the Wichita community. Steps to success. We will begin with a college preparatory curriculum, and beginning in the 10th grade, actually the 9th grade going into the 10th grade when they're officially 10th graders, they will start taking college courses, and they will be added to the student schedules. Students will be introduced to college courses on a gradual basis. Freshman and sophomore year, that summer, they'll have one college course, and we'll kind of outline that in a second. Sophomore year, they will have 3 college courses. That sophomore to junior year class in the summer, junior year up to 7 college courses, and then another course in the summer. And then that senior year, we're looking at 7 college courses. So both dual and concurrent credit. As we look at the outline, freshman year, our students will start working on the intro to college curriculum as well as college success. How do students, even at this young age, become successful in a college, introducing study habits, taking notes, things like that. That summer, they would take music appreciation, and so we start them off with a nice class where they can get some artistic appreciation, if you will, but also get the experience of having that actual college class. Going into that sophomore year, they would take a course, college social problems on the high school campus, and that would be in place of basic Christian beliefs or Old Testament. And then second semester, they'll be able to take public speaking as well as personal finance. And one of the things that we've gotten as we're talking to our high school students, they really love that finance class, and here's a chance for them to learn finance not only from a high school perspective, but also from an adult perspective, how to invest and make their money make money, if you will. As we look at that summer, they would take sociology on the college campus, and so students would actually travel to Friends University and take that course. And then junior year, we have writing, and we would stretch it out over a full year because, again, we know our kids are kind of new to the college piece, and so we want to be able to take a college class but have it where students can receive that instruction at their level, but also to be able to have the rigor of the class, as well as U.S. history on the high school campus and then intermediate algebra. Second semester would start that transition to the college course or college campus, where they will be on the college campus at least half of a day, and they will be taking intro to psychology as well as U.S. history too. And again, those are both on the college campus. The summer, we would have a science class with an actual lab offered at the college campus. And then the senior year, the joy of this program is kids really get the experience of being full-fledged on a college campus, taking writing too, college algebra or calc, depending upon what math class they come into high school at, and then taking philosophy, And then on that second semester, looking at American government and microeconomics. Again, looking at it both as a dual credit as well as concurrent credit. Some of the workshops added from Friends University's value added. Workshops with families on FAFSA and admissions process and college success strategies. Providing resources to our teachers as well as to our students. Access to athletic competitions and fine arts performances. The summer on-campus experience at junior, senior year, and then promoting scholarship opportunities. Our students in the early college program will receive a Friends University ID card, so they're full-fledged college students and can go to college activities. We also wanted to weave in family engagement workshops as well. And so we look at the intro to college and rigor that freshman year, sophomore year, focusing on the FAFSA, getting parents to understand that they can't wait until the senior year to take care of some of the things such as filing their tax returns, things like that. And so we would start introducing that sophomore year with a real intent for our kids to be focused and ready to go that senior year. Also, college boot camp that sophomore year, and then work with kids to how do you declare a major. And so that junior year in high school, already getting them to look at their skill set as well as their interest to declare a major. And then the senior year, brand new world. That as we start changing the trajectory of our students, one of the other things we have to change is the social aspect of that. That if you're going to be the first college graduate in your family, what does that feel like? What does that look like? What kind of new opportunities will you have? If you're going to be the first one in your family to leave home to go to college, what does that experience look like? And so we want to introduce them to this brand new world that they're going to have open to them. Again, we have the College Career Summer Program that every student will be expected to do a summer bridge program. Inside the bridge program, we're working on study and research, college level expectations, building relationships, time management skills. One of the things that we heard from one of our teen heroes is this issue of finding the right friends and skill set that they have people to build them up. During our summer bridge program, we want these kids to build that cohesive cohort group and spending time together, also offering opportunities for them to do community service, and so they understand that they're also giving back to their community. We'll use qualified high school instructors as well as college instructors to teach the college classes. Faculty qualifications. Friends University will approve all dual credit course instructors using their guidelines, and that's kind of up there. College preparatory curriculum. Students will be able to take up to 19 combined college credit hours and high school classes per semester. This does not include extracurricular activities such as clubs and sports. And so we've been able to flex the day that students will have the opportunity to still participate in clubs and sports, but they will also need to really look at their schedule and their time management to make sure that the college piece is that focus and what can they fit within their schedule. The curriculum development, curriculum will be developed using Friends University and USC 259 staff. When appropriate, Friends University will provide support and faculty expertise, as well as curricular recommendations, and Friends University will approve the course syllabi for our dual credit courses within our early college program. Students will participate in community service projects throughout the program as recompense for scholarships received. Again, we want them to understand that we're a part of the greater Wichita community, and we want them to understand not only is this an honor, but how do we give back to our community for this great honor. The location, again, we'll be looking at high school campuses as well, high school campus as well as college campus. College classes will take place on a Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday schedule, with science labs and study classes on Fridays, as well as within our extended day. Kids will have study sessions within that extended day as well. Student eligibility. Each spring, we'll look at our 8th grade students will be encouraged to apply for the Early College Academy, specifically targeting to serve traditionally underrepresented students, and the demographics of the cohort will mirror that of the school district. Just a disclaimer that the early college program is not for everyone, and we want students and families to really be motivated and really be interested in this program. Again, it's going to be rigorous from the moment that summer hits. going into that senior year, and we want parents to be dedicated and kids to be dedicated to this activity, realizing that they will have to make some decisions in terms of their commitment in terms of time outside the school day, because again, that junior, senior year where they're spending half day, even up to a full day on the college campus, they need to understand what that time commitment is like. While the students are in the early college program, they must maintain a 3.0 GPA, on all coursework. And then we will be looking at this program long term. So not only are we looking at the first 4 years, but we're also tracking data when students leave us to look at that continuing education. Did they enroll in a 4-year institution upon graduation? Did they go into the military or the workforce? And then we'll do a data collection for the 4 years after the completion of this program. And so how do we get started? Well, we want to approve the program 18-19 year. We'll be getting the coursework and as well as recruiting our instructors and starting the approval process through Friends University of our syllabi. The summer of 2019, finalizing course and sequence material, and then 2020, first dual credit course for early college. We will begin this in the school year 19 and 20, and the application process will begin November 1, with our first class being announced April 1st, 2019. Recommendations that the early college program will be housed at Northwest High School, and some of the rationale is there is some open space there, if you will, as well as some classrooms that we can put this program at, as well as students will be able to remain in the program and at that school even if they come out of the program. Our next steps is to work with the superintendent to introduce the concept to board members, which we're doing today. Then work with our strategic communications on marketing for this opportunity, hire staff January 1, 2019, and then recruit for this year's 8th grade class. To educate a child is to turn walls into doors. And here's our opportunity to really take a targeted decision to really open up some opportunities to some students to see life outside of high school and to see that college opportunity. Questions?
Well, I will start us off, because I think we're getting new information in we're all thinking up here. This is wonderful, and truly, thank you for partnering with us. I think this is going to be good for everybody, including your university. So this is wonderful. You answered my question about what schools. To start with, the students will all be housed at Northwest, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and how does this link into the required coursework for a high school graduate? We have to have so many years of science and so many years of math and all those kinds of things.
Right. That's where the dual and concurrent credit will come in. And so some students will be taking college classes that will then make dual
Count
credit
as
for
that
their
credit.
high school.
But
That's
if you had to take, you have to take one music, which you've got covered. Just the other electives that you have to take, for example, would they take those at Northwest?
Yes, ma'am. They would take those at Northwest.
So anything that doesn't count in this program would be taken at Northwest as part of their normal curriculum. Is
Yes,
that
ma'am.
correct? Okay. And are we going to be, because our showcase is coming up, our Old Choices Fair that we're calling Showcase now, is coming up November the 1st. Will this be something that will be available for people to at least be aware of or not? I'm not saying that we do that. I'm just asking that question.
Yes, ma'am. And we will have applications there at the Choices Fair.
Through Northwest High School? Is that where it?
There'll be a booth actually for early college. And so
okay,
we'll be
so early
able to
college, so
highlight
you'll be
parents
able
can
to-
come by and see the booth.
So are this year's 8th graders will be the first class in this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, wonderful. Gosh, this is great. Last question, because they get 19 hours when they graduate. If we have a motivated student that wants to do more, particularly that senior year when a lot of students have a little extra time because they finished their other coursework, is it possible to go ahead and extend it?
Well, yes. Actually, a student can earn up to almost 54 credits over the 4 years when you look at both fall, spring, and summer. So they can take up to 19 credits in a semester, if you will. We wouldn't recommend that for any of our students. But through the 4 years, they could actually get up as high as 50 credits.
Okay, so if they're motivated, they could get lots more college credit.
Absolutely.
And at what rate?
They start that sophomore year, And so it all depends on the
No,
kids.
no, I mean cost. At what cost? What's the rate for college credit?
Yeah. Okay, the cost is taken care of.
There was a long pause there.
I was telling her it's on your presentation. It's there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Who's that?
But it's okay. I was gonna tell you, here it is.
okay, good, thank you. Because that's what I hadn't seen, so thank you very much.
We've got an awesome rate from Friends University in this partnership to be able to provide this program at a extremely great bargain, if you will.
Yeah.
And so we are extremely appreciative to Friends University for their commitment to Wichita Public Schools and to this program.
So it looks like it's $50 per credit hour, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And will we be able to give assistance to some students if they're on free and reduced lunch?
Yes, ma'am, we will be.
Okay, and so it is possible for a student to graduate from high school with a high school graduation at the same time they could get a associate's degree.
Friends University doesn't offer an associate's degree, but they would have the equivalent of the number of hours if they desire. And we have worked with Friends University that these hours can transfer to any school outside of Friends University.
Wow, that's great. We need to sing this song loud and hard. Thank you very much. And we've got others that have questions. Yes. Okay, Ben.
Yeah, I wanted to say that I appreciate that it's being focused on the underrepresented communities in our district. I think about my own story and how it wasn't really a question of whether I was going to college. It was a question of where. Coming from two college-educated parents. So I came with a lot of background knowledge about how to apply and all this, that this program is going to really help our students that are otherwise academically rock stars. I'm using this rock star again. It's a motif tonight, apparently. But yeah, so I guess I really didn't have a question. It was more of a statement. But yeah, I'm just really excited because dual credits, that's really cool. It's really, really awesome stuff that a district this our size is able to offer that with partnerships from community members and other organizations. So thank you very much. I'm excited.
Stan?
I just had a couple of questions. Okay, the way I understood this, the way it got firmly put in my head was just like East High houses the IB program, Northwest is going to house the, what do we call them, Early College Academy program. Is that correct?
Correct, sir. It's a school within a school concept. And so these students will come from all over the city, but they will be housed and be a part of the Northwest community.
Okay, and even though, like Ben mentions, you know, we're going to try to have representation of our demographics, but that also means that if you're from middle income or higher income, you're still eligible to do this, correct?
Absolutely, sir.
So when you caught my attention when you put recruit. So and this is going to have to happen all fairly quickly. So what are they looking for in that first recruitment class? Because I'm sure in the years ahead, we're going to have families and students say, "Oh, I want to get into that." But this year we are basically starting it all up from scratch. So who are we recruiting?
The recruitment would be all of our 8th graders, just to get the word out to all of our 8th graders that here's a great opportunity.
Okay.
Again, the early college program isn't for everyone, but there are some great rock stars out there who families are saying, you know what, here's an opportunity for us to change the trajectory of our family, and we want to really get into this program.
I
And
appreciate you clarifying that because I was thinking we were like our staff was going to pick the first class, but you're saying get the word out.
Get the word out.
Yeah. Okay. And then last question. They are in college basically with friends, but they're not committed to, once they get done with that, they do not have to go to Friends.
Correct.
Now, obviously, Friends is wonderful, and there's nothing would prevent them from going to Friends, correct? But let's say you've always had your heart set on KU or wherever. You can get into this program and then still attend another university at some time, right?
Right, these are all accredited courses, so you can transfer those to other colleges
Sort of like
and
what's going on
universities.
now.
Oh, absolutely. We already work with, hundreds of students
Yeah.
that are doing dual credit right now.
Okay.
So all of those students, we wish they would all come to Friends
sure.
University, but they don't all choose to do that.
And there would be nothing
yeah.
wrong with that either.
Right, right, absolutely. We'd love to see more of them matriculate to Friends, but we know that sometimes students have their heart set on something, or maybe a major we don't offer,
Right.
too.
Thank you.
Ron?
Yeah, under Dr. Kari, is that right?
Dr. Carey.
Carey,
yeah,
sorry.
uh-huh.
Thank you for being here. Under the graduation effectiveness, you said 4 years, the students will be tracked after this?
Yes.
So is the district going to work on that, or is it Friends' responsibility? Who's going to be doing
We'll
that?
do some dual things on that. One of the
Okay.
things that we have currently in our state is an effectiveness rate, but this is something we'd be doing inside of our district to really track those kids who've been through this program. And so again, by building that cohort group, we'll be able to have that cohesive unit that will be able to know where they're going, how they're
Right.
progressing on with their education.
And we're sharing data and together, is that right?
We'll be able to do a FERPA release with parents and the university so that we are all able to communicate that.
Okay, thank you.
Wow. Mike?
You talked earlier about extracurricular activities and still being able to do that. And one of the things that you said after that is they become a Friends University student. So if I'm playing football as a senior, but I'm a Friends University student, is that going into my academics and academic eligibility?
No, it's the equivalent of our dual credit that we have currently. And so where they're Friends University students, that they get an ID, and they could go to the Friends football game on Saturday or the basketball game on Saturday.
I guess
But-
what I'm asking is if they're a player,
Right, they'd still be under the CASA rules and regulations, so they would have to pass 5 out of 7 classes.
so they'd still be a high school student.
Still a bona fide high school student, absolutely.
Okay, that was one thing that I got to thinking about. Thank you.
Well, Dr. Carey, thank you very much for being with us. Is there anything that you'd like to add to this? Because this is a wonderful partnership.
I just wanted to say thank you so much. We're delighted to partner in this program with the early college program. We believe that we can serve you well because we have a lot of special attention to our students, and being a small school, we don't have students that slip through the cracks. We pride ourselves on knowing each one of them. So if a student is struggling, they're in this program and they're struggling, there are a variety of ways in which we can come alongside them, give them tutoring. They'll have access to our resource center, which is right on campus and also can be done remotely. So we believe that we can be a great partner for you in this program. It's our desire to give this vision for college to as many students in the Wichita area as possible, to give them a sense that they can do it. If I take these courses and I'm passing, I'm succeeding, give them that vision. And if you saw today, a number of your students were wanting to double major and even triple major, that's going to be difficult and expensive unless you get some credits in high school. So we're a big proponent of dual credit programs and delighted to participate because it does give that measure of success, but also helps with the costs. And we're always very concerned about the cost for education today. And so this will give them a lot of flexibility as they think about their future, double major, triple major, what types of schools they might want to go to. Of course, we'll push hard for Friends University, but this will give them a lot of flexibility and set them up well to succeed in college.
Well, I'm seeing no other questions. This is amazing, and we truly thank you. Thank you very much.
Can we
Thank
have
you
the
all.
Friends University administrators to stand up?
Absolutely, please.
And I'd also like to acknowledge the principal from Northwest High School, if you please stand. Thank you, sir, for being here.
You're getting a win-win too, aren't you? Thank you.
Thank you.
Next item.